Hello everyone, I am Ispanya, the director of the film Campo. I will try to do this in one take, let's see if it's possible. I have a questionnaire that you sent me and I will try to follow it and be as clear and keeping short on the answers, which is something difficult for me. Let's go. So your first question is, you say, the story about the things that Prometheus gave to humans at the beginning of the film was quite interesting. In your opinion, what is the ideal relationship between humans and animals? Well, my confusion was also good. What's the deal between humans and animals? The problem is that there is no deal. I think it's for sure the one that we live, it's an unbalanced relationship that should be more balanced. We humans tend to forget that we are also animals. And so maybe that's the starting point of a chain of disasters that follow. Yeah. So then you ask me, we think the restrictions on human behavior act as the driving force in the army. In this film, these inhumane acts that took place under such restrictions appear several times from an objective perspective. What do you think about this inhumanity, and what makes this happen? I mean, the army is based on trying to reduce to the minimum all the characteristics that make each person a single person. I'll try to explain this better. So, in order to do this, what the army needs is to have an effective soldier, and an effective soldier is a soldier who does not react on his feelings, who does not act based on his sense of the world, based on the relation or the bond he has with the other. Because when we introduce the subjective factor in the equation, then it's unpredictable, and unprediction is exactly what the military can't handle, because they need things to happen all the times in the same way. Otherwise, it's impossible to control, and military is about control. There is something that for me, I am not I was not in the army, I have no background in my family or my friends, any connection with the military world, apart the one that we all have, some more than others, depending for our geography and countries. But so for me, all this world of the military was very unknown, and one of the things that I've been told in the beginning of the shooting of the process by a military man was very important for me to understand the mindset of the military. So I asked something about the organization of this place, and this man, one of the heads of this base where I was shooting, told me, I don't know the answer to your question. And I was surprised, but how come you don't know? And he said, because I don't need to know. And he explained me. In the military institution, there is a rule, which is called the need for information. Each one just has to have access to the information he needs to be able to perform the activities he is meant to perform. So, if I don't need to know why I'm doing something to do it, in order to do it, I don't know. No one will tell me, and I will not question. This sounds like a small thing, but if you give it a second thought, and if you experience it, you see that this is not a small thing. This is a big thing. And in the film, this motivated, for example, one of the sequences where I tell in the voiceover a story saying that in this kingdom there was a rule which was each one just needed to know, just knew what he needed to know to do what he had to do. And so the soldier just has to know that he has to protect the door. He doesn't need to know why or what is behind the door. And he will be more effective if he doesn't know. So for me this is an example, a small story that somehow illustrates what I think about this inhumanity you are pointing to in the military. Another question is, do you think the complete coexistence between humans and animals is possible? If so, what would this look like? I think it is possible. It was possible already in the past. I don't know what this would look like. I am not expecting humans and cows to dance together. We all know that the survival of species is all, or the life of the species is all based on strategies of defense and attack, most of them with one goal, which is to reproduce themselves. I am completely fascinated by the different strategies that different species have to survive among the others and reproduce and to live on. I can tell you, for example, one that I got to know very recently about a creature, a very small creature living in the darkness of the deep ocean, total darkness. And this animal as a predator a fish that developed the ability to see in the dark, and so we can spot this little animal. But this tiny creature has a secret weapon, which is light. And so when it feels it's being attacked, or is going to be attacked by the fish, it suddenly turns on a light, like a spotlight, that he turns to his predator, and he basically shows everyone around that this guy is going to attack me. And in doing this, in revealing his predator, he announces to the predators of his predator that this guy is there. And so immediately he is chased by the others and he has to run away. It's amazing how nature developed such a strategy. So of course that we know that this is the matter of our relation with each others, with other species, with nature around us. That's the great challenge of life. So what I expect in a more balanced relation between coexistence between humans and animals is that these strategies can evolve and happen by themselves, and that we don't use our secret weapon, which is our intelligence, to completely mess and reverse the game. So, last question, you ask, people say that there will be no way back to the normal life after COVID-19 crisis. The fact that we meet you online instead of the theater venue of the festival shows the first change of the post-corona era. What is your opinion on this matter? Listen, all this is very new for us. At the same time, not that new, because we were already using these technologies and all these devices which allows us to be connected but distant. At the same time, what I know is that for me, cinema is not or cannot be detached from an experience, a live experience of reality, of being together with other people in concrete places, doing things together. With this crisis, or within this crisis, cinema as experienced like this, or as wanted like this, is at risk. But I believe that we are already reacting to it, and we are finding our ways, each one of us, to deal with this. We humans adaptable. We adapt to everything, or to almost everything. So we can find a way. I think, on the other hand, that this crisis also put it in the front, brought to our face a kind of a mirror, like, see where you are, see what you became, see what you need, or what you think you need, or what you get used to have in order to be happy or to live well. And I think this is also, or this has been and is being, a chance to think about our system of values. It shakes it, but in the end, it also forces us to do this exercise of trying to see where are the essential things, where are the most important things for us. For me, and I believe that for you, cinema is one of them. So I sincerely hope that we can, in a near future, meet together in a cinema room, sit, be silent, and watch a film, and sometimes laugh, sometimes cough, and share it as a common experience. Being at home alone, even if I can watch films whenever, because I have an hard drive and there is internet and everything, that's not cinema. That's not going to a cinema and be at a screening with others. And that's what I miss. One of the things I miss the most. Well, I went far beyond time you gave me. I'm sorry. I hope I could bring some answers to your questions, and hope to meet one day with you, and would love to receive also your opinions and feedback on the film, because we do films to share with others ourselves, our vision of the world, our position, our thoughts, and so it's very thankful when we can get back reactions from the ones who gave us the time to watch the films. Thank you very much.